Hello everyone and welcome back to W13 Universe. I'm your host Trish. You're watching Monday Night Raw, kicking things off with some light heavyweight action. We've been told there will be a special open brawl for the light heavyweight championship set to kick off Money in the Bank this Sunday. X-Pac will defend his light heavyweight championship for the first time. We do not know who against, as it is being kept very open. So here tonight we're going to be seeing two light heavyweight competitors take part in this matchup. However, one of the participants in this match, this man's opponent tonight, Shane McMahon, will not be one of the people who can accept the challenge, as he will be competing in the 2011 Raw Money in the Bank ladder match later on in the night. A really, really big opportunity for Shane McMahon. Yeah, he folded his arms. That's the thing that Hunico does. And here he comes now.
And approaching the ring, accompanied by Mr. McMahon from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 234 pounds, Shane McMahon.
And of course he wouldn't be Shane McMahon without his dear old daddy in his corner. Shane McMahon, son of the Raw General Manager, Mr. McMahon, making his way down to the ring right now for this match against Hunico. I just can't say I'm too surprised to see Mr. McMahon at ringside for Shane's match. You know he's got to be thrilled at the fact that Shane McMahon qualified for the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't even want to imagine what's going to happen here on Raw if Shane McMahon wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. All I can tell you is if you're Randy Orton or Kevin Nash or anyone else who may be walking out of Money in the Bank with the WWE Championship, that is one championship that is going to be very cursed if Shane McMahon is still the champion. I mean, if Shane McMahon is the man that wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. I got there eventually with my words. Starting things off here on Raw, Shane McMahon not looking too promising against Hunico in the opening parts of this matchup. Can't help but wonder what's going through Shane McMahon's head right now as he is getting absolutely pummeled by Hunico. Mr. McMahon can't be too pleased, that's for sure. Shane McMahon finally getting a little bit of fighting. We've seen that Shane McMahon is actually a pretty solid competitor in the past. You know, he may not have actually picked up a win, barring his qualifier for the Money in the Bank ladder match, which was determined via a Raw Roulette. He wasn't even necessarily a given participant in a qualifier. He was simply lucky. But he ended up getting a ladder match, and naturally he just kind of picked his spot and retrieved the briefcase, which realistically is all you got to do this Sunday at Money in the Bank if you're Shane McMahon. You got to try and pick your spot and grab that briefcase, bring down the Money in the Bank briefcase by any means necessary. We'll be seeing the other four Money in the Bank participants in a tag team match later on tonight. British Bulldog and Pillman going to team up as they face off against Booker T and Justin Gabriel. Also confirmed for Money in the Bank this Sunday will be the Intercontinental Championship on the line. The Rock with his heated rivalry with the Hart Foundation. You know, Bret Hart very vocal about the fact that you know, The Rock, he did it. He put Brian Pillman through a table. Now he's got to prove that he can beat Bret Hart, though, because that still has yet to be proven. So this Sunday at Money in the Bank, Bret Hart, The Rock, the Intercontinental Championship on the line as well. Really interested to see how that one plays out. Can Bret finally capture the championship that he came into this business pursuing? Coming up after this, we got the Women's Championship on the line. Trish Stratus set to challenge Tiny Shiny for the title after she won that Contenders match last week. And again, I feel like McMahon was really hoping his daughter Stephanie would come out with that victory, but she did not. Shoulder to the midsection there. Shane McMahon in control of Hunico right now. Managed to turn things around. We got one more Raw Roulette coming your way. same place, same time, third match on the show, will be to determine the 6th participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
What's he up to here? He wasted too much time on that one.
Big strike to the face of Shane, and that one had McMahon up on the apron.
Shane's in trouble. And back into the head scissor.
Our general manager, Mr. McMahon, promises a big announcement regarding the WWE Championship situation for Money in the Bank. But that Kevin Nash should not be afraid. He will definitely still be getting a title shot following this announcement. However, a very big announcement regarding the WWE title match. I'm very curious to see exactly what it is that Mr. McMahon is planning on doing. As we know, Vader has had a couple opportunities taken away from him, which he tried to qualify to join Kevin Nash in challenging Orton for the title, making it a triple threat. Neither of those matches actually ever saw an outcome. I mean, one never even took place. Last week, Kevin Nash attacked 3-on-1, similar to how Vader was. Shane McMahon now striking away at the face of Hunico. There's another one. And there's the third one. Shane McMahon going in for the cover. Is he going to defeat Hunico here tonight? No. That was a very quick kick out there. Mr. McMahon clearly very livid about the fact the referee not counting fast enough when Shane McMahon went for the pinfall attempt there.
This attack to the Skull King. One has to be thinking about the
That's the guy who pays or signs the checks of that referee. He's got to keep himself in order. You don't want to piss off Mr. McMahon. Roll-up attempt here by Hunico on Shane McMahon, and there's a kick out at 2, and McMahon once again up on the apron. He is livid. Referee trying to reason with Mr. McMahon, and Hunico, oh my god, Hunico, what have you just done to your career? That was a foolish mistake. You were hardly a guy who was going far at the time being anyway. Absolutely massive mistake on Hunico's part. Striking the Raw General Manager. Hunico once again going in for a roll-up attempt here. McMahon once again on the apron. The referee, he's trying everything he can to reason with Mr. McMahon, but there's only so much he can do. I think the referee has told Mr. McMahon he has to leave. And McMahon's trying to talk about it. He's saying, no, it's fine, I'll stay here. Oh, what the hell? What just happened? Hunico trying to get some distance from Shane McMahon. That's probably not a bad idea right now. Man, literally saw him strike his own father. That is not going to have sat well with Shane McMahon, I'm sure. In the ring goes Shane, and big elbow to the chest. Hunico and Shane really going at it to kick off Raw here. Here's another attempt at a pinfall. Is Hunico gonna... Oh, I thought for a minute there we had definitely seen the end of Shane McMahon in this matchup. Hunico, oh, got him. Here's the cover. Is Hunico going to pick up his first win? No. Oh, sorry. Big knee lift across the face. Shane McMahon not feeling great right now. He's got to step up his game if he wants to go to Money in the Bank looking promising. Or if not, he's going to be handing Hunico his first win here tonight, and that's really not going to look good for Shane McMahon as a Money in the Bank participant. And Hunico back up and going for another suplex. I mean, obviously he's got a pretty limited range of offense. Shane McMahon not fully trained to be a competitor. Clearly his dad's idea. And an elbow drop, but Hunico moved out of the way.
Hunico's taking advantage. Wow, what a head scissor.
He's still bleeding out underneath that bandana. Oh, what a swanton there. Going in for the cover on Shane McMahon. And Hunico picks up his first ever victory, much to the disappointment of Miss McMahon, who, by the way, refused being ejected from ringside. And Hunico gets his first ever win. Things are really not looking promising for Shane McMahon walking into the 2011 Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. But he insists that he belongs with everyone else in that matchup. Quite a lot of newcomers in there, you know, we got British Bulldog and Brian Pillman. Half the playing field have been newcomers, only Booker T and Justin Gabriel really been around for about a year now. Has Booker T, Justin Gabriel been here since the start. Hunico is victorious though as we move towards our next match here tonight. The Women's Championship is on the line.
From the United Kingdom, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Tiny Storm.
Tiny Shiny with Nemesis in her corner is ready to defend her Women's Championship. Already been off to a much better start than her first reign as Women's Champion. Will that success continue here tonight when she faces the woman who I think really helped elevate her career? The back and forth rivaling between Tiny Shiny and Trish Stratus I think quite notable in the uprising of Tiny Shiny. This should be a good one. There's no doubt in my mind that a lot of people really enjoy Trish Stratus. You know, you hear the crowd reaction. She's a solid competitor, and her and Tiny Shiny have had a pretty good back and forth rivalry in the past that renews here tonight. Will Trish Stratus finally win her first Women's Championship since debuting? That's my question. And that, I cannot say I am confident on either a yes or a no, to be honest. Women's Championship on the line here tonight on Raw. Several more titles on the line this Sunday at Money in the Bank. And of course, the World Tag titles were defended just recently last week on Raw, when Jetstar and Nemesis managed to once again surprisingly continue their reign as World Tag Team Champions. Straight away, Tiny Shiny on the offense on Trish Stratus.
A swift kick.
A swift kick.
A sick dick breaker.
He said dick breaker. There is no... Go back and hear that. He said a sick dick breaker. There was no... There was no N. Sick dick breaker. I am 100% confident of what I just heard. It was a sick dick breaker, though.
Into the headlock. Look at the agility. Into the tie-up. Who's going to get the upper hand? Oh, geez, lights out. What an impact from that kick.
These two had a pretty great match back at Over the Limit. As I say, it's never really much of a surprise when it comes back down to these two. They definitely do seem to benefit from one another in their matches.
Silva reverses it. Oh, big elbow. That should do it.
How did he just call? Oh, Silver. I forgot that was her thing. I thought he said Zelda at first. I was like, wait, what? Zelda reverses it.
Oh, what a kick to the head. Too slow. Sleeper.
Is she going to choke her out? That's the question. Is she going to succeed here? Trish Stratus. Looked like she was fading for a second, but no, she's turning it around.
Trish Stratus with the counter.
Trish Stratus. Trish.
Oh man, did you hear that?
Oh man.
Silva goes behind.
I always find that line so funny. Oh man.
Hear that kick? And Trish gets leveled. Silva squeezing down.
The voiceovers are really weird because it's they treat it
Oh, did you see the knee?
like
Silva controlling the head.
if you've watched the show, you know how they call it, and it's not like this.
Oh man, that knee looked painful.
Well, I've got the Raw Roulette wheels all set up now and ready to go.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
I'm very curious to see what the final Money in the Bank qualifier is like. There are a lot of superstars on Raw right now that aren't in Money in the Bank, that aren't booked tonight. In fact, I will read the entire name list from the Raw Money in the Bank roulette. Oh no, it started spinning. Okay.
Echoing around the arena. Avoids the
Well, we got Bret Hart, The Great Khali, Heath Slater, Jet Star, Jinder Mahal, John Cena, Nemesis. I mean, he's at ringside tonight, but that doesn't count as competing.
take a shot like that, and you feel it for weeks.
Same thing happened for Shawn Michaels in the past. R-Truth, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Wade Barrett, X-Pac, and Zack Ryder. We've definitely got ourselves a good mix-up of people who can compete in Money in the Bank qualifiers. And of course, you got to think, if someone like Wade Barrett or Shawn Michaels lands this, it's their third shot at qualifying for Money in the Bank. But that's the beauty of the Raw Roulette, is you don't know who's going to be in the Money in the Bank qualifiers. There's no telling. And the thing is, we don't even know what number. I've just listed quite a few people there. You can really bring that list down if it's a 6-man qualifier, but there's just as much chance that tonight's match is going to be a one-on-one. We haven't actually had one of those yet. All through into the pin there. And there's Nemesis up on the apron, trying to watch Tiny Shiny's back, trying to make sure she remains champion. Oh, big kick to the head. She likes to kick people. That's Tiny Shiny's thing. He's got the submission hold locked in. As I say, right next to the ropes, though. That's not going to get you too far. Oh, flattened her there. Oh, I haven't given her the eat defeat yet. Shit. Shout out to the one guy watching this video that probably knows why. And to the rest of you that don't know, try our other series sometimes. Try watching something that's not wrestling. You might hate it, and that's fine. But give it a shot. 925, baby. Here's a cover on Trish. Is it? Oh, wow. Fuck your finisher, says Trish Stratus. Oh, so close yet so far. Oh, no, just a one. What's going to happen here? Trish Stratus. Okay. I thought she was really signaling for something there, but no. That was a pretty big bulldog. He's not wrong. Trish dragging her all over the floor. Center of the ring. Cover. No. Nemesis really getting a little bit too involved in this matchup, I'd say. Hang on, I think he's just been... No. Maybe he's not been kicked from ringside. I don't even know anymore. I understand that Mr. McMahon could deny being kicked from ringside. Nemesis does not have that authority. If he gets kicked from ringside, he must leave. Here's a cover attempt. No. Big right hand just slapped her. Slapped her silly. Silva.
Trish knows she's in a fight now.
Covered. Okay.
Narrowly avoids the attack there. How good is Trish Stratus? What an incredible splash!
Okay. Tiny shiny better though. Slam down the arm. Okay. This match really starting to slow it down now, brothers.
Trish taking advantage.
Who does a slow methodical pace benefit, King? Uh-oh, Trish Stratus calling for perhaps the chick kick. Uh-oh, here it comes. Boom! Right across the face. Is Tiny Shiny's reign, her second reign, I should say, already over? Oh no, there you go. Nemesis providing the perfect distraction, showing exactly... Ladies? Showing exactly why he's out there tonight. And I think that time he really was kicked from ringside. Seems to be leaving now. Trish, she's setting up for here. Massive superplex center of the ring. Trish going straight in for the cover. No time wasted with Nemesis gone. And there's the one. Struggle for control. Tiny Shiny in control. Tiny Shiny with a side suplex. And a kip up. Wow. Taking Trish over to the center of the ring, and here's a cover attempt. Oh, no, just the one, not even. Trish Stratus not giving up. She wants that women's championship. Big slap to the face. Oh, hang on, Tiny Shiny maybe still got some fight in her. Say she's really lost control of this matchup. Big kick to the head. She likes to kick people. And here comes a cover attempt. Okay. Is that going to be it? No. I don't think she's gotten any count on Trish Stratus in this match once. Oh, there's a kick. I guess they both like to kick people. Here's another cover. Is that going to be enough? No. Both these two women seem pretty desperate to wrap this one up. They know what they got to do. Just a matter of who gets there first. Another... Ooh, big move by Tiny Shiny. Taking Trish up to a... Oh, here we go. Flattens her. Center of the ring. Going in for the cover. No, okay. Trish now using the ropes. Ooh. Guillotines Tiny Shiny off that bottom rope. And just holds her head. Tiny Shiny going in for a second. 9, 2, 5. There it is. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Go for the cover. Don't waste time. Go for the cover. Here's the cover on Trish. And Tiny Shiny is still your women's champion. Another great matchup between these two. Some arguably could say brought down a little bit by Nemesis. I must admit, he definitely did get quite involved. And now to find out from the Raw Roulette what the final Money in the Bank qualifier will be. So first up, we have got ourselves a fatal 4-way matchup. What kind of stipulation will these 4 participants be taking place, or taking part, I should say, in? It will be a fatal 4-way Just a standard fatal 4-way elimination match. And, as a bonus, I will now reveal to you the first participant, which is... Dun, 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 Shawn Michaels, everybody. Alright, he's getting a third shot. We'll be back in just a minute as Shawn Michaels prepares for the Raw Roulette Money in the Bank qualifier in an elimination 4-way match. Well, Shawn Michaels was blessed enough to get a third shot at qualifying for Money in the Bank. I'm very curious to find out who the other 3 participants in this 4-way matchup are. This is a pinfall submission elimination style 4-way matchup, 30 minutes on the clock, and there are disqualifications. You can get disqualified in this one as it is elimination style. So, got to be careful what you do in this match, for sure. Shawn Michaels, participant number 1, who got the lucky roll. Will we see another person get another opportunity that they'd had before? That's the question. Who's next? Okay, Zack Ryder. He had a pretty great performance last week. Man just recently lost the Light Heavyweight Championship, his 3rd reign coming to an end, and he seems to be determined to maybe be moving up. Zack Ryder has said that he's got his sights set on maybe the Intercontinental Championship in the future, but of course that could go even further tonight, because if he wins this match tonight, then he is looking at maybe being in contention for the WWE Championship, with a guaranteed shot anytime, any place for 1 whole year, if he can win this Sunday's ladder match as well. Okay, who got the next role? I don't think there's many people that haven't had the wheel land on them yet. Oh, speak of the devil, here's one who hasn't had a chance at qualifying just yet. Jetstar, the current World Tag Team Champion. We saw his partners Nemesis and Tiny Shiny earlier in the night. Here tonight, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Jetstar, gets his first shot at qualifying for the 2011 Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Wish him the best of luck with this. This is a huge moment in his career. I've not actually seen Jetstar nor Nemesis in singles competition for most of this season, to be honest. They've been very solidly working as a tag team. Finally captured the championships very early on in this season, dethroning the gargantuan team of the Power... No, that's not right. The... Power Trip? I forgot their name! The team of Kevin Nash and Vader, 2-time World Tag Team Champions, currently now pursuing the WWE Championship. That is who Jetstar and Nemesis captured those tag titles from. That is who they have continued to hold those championships since capturing from. It's a really big moment for Jetstar's career if he can win this match here tonight. Setting foot in the ring with Zack Ryder and Shawn Michaels. I don't think he's faced either of these two in the past. And there's still one more participant in this matchup who got the final opportunity. Of course, another man on his 3rd opportunity with Shawn Michaels. Wade Barrett has double-crossed and become enemies with just about everyone on the Raw roster at some point. And I think his theme song really sums it up. I don't think he cares. He is simply here to try and capture championship gold. The former United States champion has not held singles gold since losing the European Championship earlier on this year, at the start of this, at the end of the previous season, to Sheamus. That man right there is considered responsible for the loss of the European Championship here on Raw. And the reason that the Intercontinental Championship was brought back here on Raw. So here we go. These are the final 4 participants to try and get a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Honestly expecting to see The Rock once again, perhaps, but you never know. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's Raw Roulette. It's not up to what you think is going to happen. It's up to random chance and what it lands on. Last week, Jinder Mahal almost qualified for Money in the Bank. You just never know who's going to Money in the Bank. These qualifiers have been very unpredictable, and I think that's what helps superstars like Jetstar and Zack Ryder, who haven't really found a lot of that bigger success, thrive in this match here tonight. Is the fact that when you look at the Money in the Bank lineup right now, there's not one guy in there that's a former world champion or has ever really competed for a world title. Justin Gabriel has come close on occasion. Booker T had one WWE Championship match against Randy Orton about a month ago, but British Bulldog, Brian Pillman, and Shane McMahon, they're all very new this season. We've only really seen them for the last couple months at most. Money in the Bank this year for Raw is really, really centralized around opportunity. That's not to take anything away from SmackDown. You won't hear me compliment SmackDown too much here on Raw because I'm a Raw commentator on Mondays and I'm a SmackDown commentator on Fridays. So obviously they suck when I'm not, you know, when I'm talking about them from the other brand. But SmackDown obviously going for a very different approach. You know, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, CM Punk, Damian Sandow. Very, very stacked match right there. And of course the potential, as I say, between Drew McIntyre and Rey Mysterio. They've gone a very different route. Still, I think a lot of opportunity over there, though. Damian Sandow obviously never competing for a world title. Punk desperate for that opportunity, but he's definitely dropped quite a bit in the ranks, so that could be a huge moment of turnaround for him. Drew nor Mysterio, I think, have ever really competed for a world title. I think Mysterio had one match against The Undertaker a while back, but that's about it. Brock and Triple H, however, are former world champions and have been very prevalent in that scene. But here on SmackDown, I mean, even if Shawn Michaels, a former WWE champion, wins, the last time we saw Shawn Michaels with the WWE Championship was February 2010, when he won it in the Elimination Chamber and lost it the next month to Christian at WrestleMania. Since then, we've seen Shawn Michaels challenge for several singles titles, but never actually capture one. Jetstar taking Wade Barrett over to the announce table here. We could be seeing an elimination of Wade Barrett if Jetstar has anything to say about it. And Wade Barrett with the reversal. That is going to greatly affect Jetstar's performance in this match. And he's back up. Obviously, when there's a champion involved, normally you'd be thinking about the opportunity that provides. Anyone who eliminates Jetstar here would maybe be thinking, oh, maybe I can become a tag team championship contender. Not really the case, though, in this match. Wade Barrett doesn't have a tag team partner, nor does Zack Ryder. Shawn Michaels seems to be filling in a mentor space for X-Pac. I wouldn't necessarily say they're a tag team. We've not seen them team just yet. Well, I mean, it could imply that in the future. Shawn Michaels really working down Zack Ryder here. Still to come after this, we've got that tag team match. Booker T, Justin Gabriel up against British Bulldog and Brian Pillman. Of course, the winner of this match, I'm sure, going to be watching that very carefully, as will Shane McMahon, who suffered a loss to Hunico earlier in the night. That's really not done him wonders. Wade Barrett now with a big suplex to Jetstar there. I said Wade Barrett now. Don't you steal my line. As Wade Barrett looking for... Yeah, here it comes. The Wasteland on Jetstar. Are we going to see one half of the tag team champions eliminated from this match? No. Zack Ryder, I think, hit something big on Michaels there. I didn't quite catch that, but it was just a 1 count. Everyone in this match starting to look a little bit tired out now, except for, I think, Zack Ryder wasn't really favoring any of them. Right now, I gotta say, this is very much an underdog's game right now, Money in the Bank. And that's why I think someone like Zack Ryder, a 3-time light heavyweight champion, is perhaps going to excel and find himself in a bigger spot coming out of this match. Of course, Jetstar, he is a current champion, he's a tag team champion, but he's not found a lot of success as a singles competitor, so the opportunity stands for him too. He really fought to make that opportunity for himself. Earlier on in the year, we see a brilliant suplex pin there by Jetstar, but not even a 1. That's a shame. That was a cool pin. Cross-body by Michaels, but Zack Ryder out of the way, and now Ryder favoring the head. Pretty even playing field. All participants looking pretty worn out at this point. Ryder, flapjack in the middle of the ring. Goes in for a cover here on Michaels. Is that no? Okay. Somehow Michaels got busted open. Oh no, Jetstar got busted open. Okay. Barrett and Jetstar really at each other's throats right now. It's been almost non-stop between those two. Big suplex by Ryder. Ryder going in for the... Okay, no. And now we see... Nice move there by Jetstar. Is he going to be able to go for the victory? Sweet chin music to Zack Ryder. That's got to be it. Ryder's got to be out, surely. Michaels, though, took a little too long to go in for the cover there. I'm not really sure why. And that gave Ryder the opening that he needed. Kind of wake back up and kick out. So far, we have not seen any of the 4 participants in this Money in the Bank qualifier eliminated. But they are really giving it their all. It's means so much to these 4, clearly. A huge opportunity that hangs in the balance. Submission hold on Wade Barrett. Oh, headbutts his way out. As my voice once again goes really weird. Stomps on the bloodied face of Zack Ryder. Shawn Michaels showing that more ruthless side of himself. Every now and then you get reminded just how brutal Shawn Michaels can be when given the opportunity. There's that thing by Zack Ryder. Double pin attempts here. Both kicking out. Would have been really something if Barrett and Michaels were eliminated in unison. Considering this is the 3rd opportunity for the both of them. Some people would definitely, I think, want to see it come down to Ryder and Jetstar. Ryder, of course, his 2nd opportunity to qualify. Jetstar, this is his 1st. Rough Ryder on Shawn Michaels by Ryder, and that's a 1. Ryder really got something to prove here as well, as he recently lost his championship to Shawn Michaels' mentor, X-Pac. And there's the Wasteland by Wade Barrett into the cover on Jetstar. And unfortunately, it's one half of the tag team champions, Jetstar, who finds himself the 1st man eliminated from this match. 2-time world tag team champion Wade Barrett. Former European champion, former United States champion, former ECW champion. He's held quite his fair share. But unfortunately for him, although he is a former ECW champion, it wasn't when it was a world title. Wade Barrett has never captured the big one. And there's a huge crossbody perfectly connected with Shawn Michaels. Now it seems like Zack Ryder has become the target of interest here. I hadn't really put 2 and 2 together until just earlier on that Zack Ryder really must feel he's got something to prove here after losing the title to Michaels' protege, X-Pac.
That'll leave a mark. Missed him. A quick punch to the gut. Wade Barrett has the arm. Oh, what a Michaels goes behind.
So Michaels sending Zack Ryder into the ring. Okay. Big elbow and a boot across the face. Wade Barrett in control of Zack Ryder. Shawn Michaels on the outside. As I say, he seems to be public enemy number one right now. Michaels and Barrett are working together to bring down the incredibly bloodied Zack Ryder. Shawn Michaels into the cover here. Still a 1. 10 minutes deep in this elimination 4-way. So far, only Jetstar eliminated from this match.
Michaels controlling the head.
Big fist drop.
Plunges into his opponent.
And now it looks like Wade Barrett's become the target.
Look at those eyes.
Shawn Michaels, he's measuring, and Zack Ryder going to crash it. No. Shawn Michaels, sweet chin music to the face of Wade Barrett. That's got to be an eliminate. Oh, Barrett, very, very smart. Pulled himself out of the ring. Of course, this is false count anywhere. So curious who is going to Money in the Bank. I mean, if Ryder gets eliminated, then you know, you can't really look at Michaels or Barrett as a favorite going in. Because this is, as I say, their third, maybe even fourth, I don't remember at this point, opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank. I feel like Barrett's been in damn near every single qualifier, though.
Squeezing down on the head. In trouble. Hard shot sends him to the ground. And now raining down huge fists like there's no tomorrow. Will it be?
Here's the cover button. No. The belly sends him flying. Wade Barrett in control, goes for the cover on Shawn Michaels. Still just a 1. These guys are not letting up.
That should do it right there. 2.
And there it is. Shawn Michaels has been eliminated. Wade Barrett just able to get the best of Michaels. Despite multiple opportunities to qualify for Money in the Bank, Michaels was not able to do it. Rough Rider! Is that going to be enough? Zack Ryder into the cover on Wade Barrett, and Zack Ryder is heading in to what I've already said many times is a very opportunistic Money in the Bank ladder match. Zack Ryder is locked in for Money in the Bank. The match is now set. It will be Justin Gabriel, Booker T, Brian Pillman, the British Bulldog, Shane McMahon, and Zack Ryder competing for the 2011 Raw Money in the Bank briefcase. What a huge opportunity Raw Roulette has created for all 6 of those stars. None of them former world champions. All of them have a hell of a lot to gain, and one of them will be walking out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. We move towards our next match, though. Tag team action. 4 of the Money in the Bank participants will be competing as Booker T teams up with Gabriel to face off against British Bulldog and Brian Pillman. Well, the British Bulldog definitely picked up a major upset last week when he won that Battle Royal to become the 5th confirmed participant. I gotta say, it was very unusual to see someone like the British Bulldog be the man that came out on top, but I'm not upset about it. I'm just simply stating it as it is. You know, I believe we had Shawn Michaels, I want to say Barrett again last week in that Battle Royal, as well as John Cena returning to action, but it was the British Bulldog who managed to outlast and capture that victory. And And they call him the loose cannon. He has definitely been picking up steam. I've noticed these crowd reactions have been getting louder and louder for the loose cannon as time has gone on. He's really helped find his way here on Raw. And now here tonight, he's going to be teaming up with British Bulldog. Bret Hart saying that he's got a lot of respect for Pillman. He's slowly starting to consider him an honorary member of the Hart Foundation. Whether or not Pillman is interested in that, I don't know, but it seems like that team has now become a group. They all have one mutual enemy right now, and that enemy is The Rock. Booker T, the first man, I believe, or no, I believe it was the second man to be confirmed for the Money in the Bank ladder match. The first was Justin Gabriel. What a huge opportunity it is for him to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday. Booker T came into the business just about a year ago, teaming up with R-Truth and Mark Henry, still in that team with R-Truth. And could be finally looking to capture a WWE World Championship before long. Money in the Bank this Sunday is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. I had an announcement from Miss McMahon that we were saving for the main event. I've been told to put that statement forward now, whilst the competitors for the 3-on-2 are getting ready. So what will definitely come as a surprise to a lot of people, I'd imagine, is that Kevin Nash, as promised, will still be competing for the WWE Championship, yes. But due to the constant interfering natures of Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, Mr. McMahon doesn't want to run the risk of them running in on this matchup. He also hasn't forgotten what the Legacy did to him a year ago here on Raw. And it is because of that he has decided that Vader will be in the Money in the Bank WWE Championship match alongside Kevin Nash, but so will Cody and Ted DiBiase, making this a championship scramble for Randy Orton's WWE Championship. He's really going to tread the waters here and see just how loyal Cody and Ted really are to Randy when the WWE Championship is hung in the balance. He has not forgotten about the way that the Legacy double-crossed him last year and were a big contributing factor in why he gave up on the Raw brand and created the ECW brand. So, long history really wrapping up and coming together there. Pillman quickly working over Booker T alongside British Bulldog Bret Hart at ringside. The Rock can't be too happy seeing this unit together. Into the ropes. Big double flapjack there.
And he finally gets out of the ring. The British Bulldog.
Bulldog. Big suplex on Booker. Booker not looking too good right now. Is he okay? Running power slam here. Something doesn't seem right here. Booker T into the cover. I think he may have suffered an injury very early on in there or something. Booker T was bested real quick there. We haven't seen him in action in the last few weeks. I don't know, maybe he's been dealing with some complications there, but that one wrapped up real fast. No sign of Justin Gabriel in the match. Booker T and Gabriel bested here tonight very quickly. Booker seeming dazed on the floor. I don't know if he suffered a concussion or something. But nonetheless, the Hart Foundation standing tall as a group. And once again, Bret honoring Brian Pillman as seemingly a member of this group. Seems more and more confirmed to me these three are together now. As we move towards our main event though, a 2-on-3 handicap match was supposed to happen last week, but here tonight it really will go down. Kevin Nash and Vader teaming up to face off against Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. With the tension of the WWE Championship in the mix, will any of these guys be able to coexist?
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring, the man they call Vader and Kevin Nash, the Power Trip.
Well, look at these two coming down to the ring. Absolute man machine right here. Kevin Nash and Vader finally in the ring at the same time. The Power Trip. One hell of a combination. Can they best the legacy? We've seen Kevin Nash defeat Cody and Ted in one-on-two action, but it's Randy who's really the determining factor in how well things will work out. What a group. Seriously, all business, all the time. Real stern look on Randy's face here tonight, after the realization that he's going to have to defend against the two guys he's making it down to the ring with. They've imploded over the United States Championship in the past. This is the WWE Championship. How are these guys going to keep it together? Cody and Ted have never had a shot at that championship around the waist of Randy Orton. Tonight's their first, this Sunday at Money in the Bank will be their first chance to compete for that title. It'll be very interesting to watch that one.
So we're now underway in this handicap match. It's 2 versus 3 with tag team rules in effect. Oh man, he got turned inside out. What an impact from that kick. Big kick echoing around the arena. What do you think's going through the mind?
Kevin Nash and Randy Orton starting things off here. This was initially supposed to be our WWE Championship main event at Money in the Bank, but unfortunately, things have changed for Kevin Nash, and I gotta say, I don't think he's too thrilled. I know that McMahon's trying to sabotage the legacy, but he's got to be careful he doesn't sabotage the Power Trip in the process. Perhaps he wouldn't mind doing that, though. I don't really know what goes through that man's head. So, if I'm a little bit quiet, because I'm quickly writing up the cards for Money in the Bank on my phone so I don't forget it. The participants can be a little bit hard to always keep track of, so I need to quickly put it all down whilst it's in my head.
The attack on the skull continues. Has the headlock.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nash wants to cause some permanent damage here.
And the ref sees the tag. When Monday Night Raw heads to your neck of the woods, do yourself a favor and go be a part of the longest-running weekly episodic television show in history. What a display of power. Controlling the arm. There's a takedown. The quick kick. It's matches like this that make Monday Night Raw the hottest show on cable TV.
He's left the ring. This could get interesting.
Nash is an extraordinary athlete. A massive, how
Big impact into the guardrail.
I've just now realized they still don't have the 6th participant or 7th participant for the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match. Whoops.
what great action we've had in this match.
I'm almost done, and then I'll go back to calling it.
Back into the ring
I
now.
just don't want to lose any of this, because as long as I've been planning it, sometimes if it takes me too long to get it out of the way, I start to like struggle to remember what it was I was even planning on. Okay, I've got it all written down now. I've got the Money in the Bank, including maybe a spoiler or two in there that I can't exactly talk about because it's a spoiler or two. All written down. I didn't want to lose any of that, so I'm glad I got that taken care of. So I actually don't really know what the pacing in this match has been thus far. Ted DiBiase laying into Kevin Nash, as I said before, the 2-on-1 situation actually saw Nash best Cody and Ted, which is a handicap situation we'd never really seen before. You know, with all due respect to Ryback over at Judgment Day last night, I'd say beating Santino, David Otunga, and Sin Cara is definitely still going to be easier. And hang on, they're beating the hell out of him, and Kevin Nash forced to submit to Dream Street there. And let's not forget the threat that Ted DiBiase made to McMahon's unit back on ECW. He is a serious competitor there, as we saw, able to make Kevin Nash tap out, whilst the other two just beat down on Vader. And that is how well these guys work as a group. But how will these guys work as a unit this Sunday when they're all against each other for Randy's WWE Championship? It might it might have worked out here tonight in 3-on-2 situation where they were outnumbering the Power Trip. But when they're all against each other, when Randy's WWE title is on the line, I'd love to see these three still be celebrating like this come the end of the show.